Okay, everyone, here is a video on how the guided notes are really going to help you to make this course so much easier for you. So what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to go to Schoology, log into Schoology. I know none of the work is in Schoology, but this is where I'm putting the information. This is our little home, so any information or resources or materials, I have them here. So you're going to log into the Schoology for this class. So every day, you're going to start a new activity, right? The new lesson for the day. You're going to go to our class here, right? Our geometry class. If you're in period 1, you're in period 1. Okay, click this one. If you're in period 2, this one. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and open it. And right now you can see there's all these folders for all these different units that we're going to be doing this whole semester. But right now I'm just going to go over this first one. There's some how-to videos. But what you're going to want to do is open that. And here's the guided notes. Euclidean in geometry. And the quiz is not here. This is just where I'm going to put the score. So don't ever open this. There's nothing here. But here's the guided notes for this first activity, the first lesson there. Later when you finish this one, for the first day, then the next day is what? Defining terms. The guided notes are here, and it says quiz here, but this is just where I'm going to put the score. You're just going to look at here, and then later I'll be adding the other folders for the other guided notes later. Next week I'll put these other ones. But let's just look at, let's say for the first day. So we go here to our very first one. You click in there. You're going to see two PDFs. One of them has the guided notes that are blank. If you like to fill them in yourself, okay. And then I'm going to go with this one here. This one has the answers. It's already all filled in for you. So you can just simply follow along. So I'm going to open this one. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to open it up like this. Okay, these are the guided notes. Now, you don't want to use this one here because then you're going to be clicking back and forth and it's going to just seem a lot more troubling for you to see the video and then see the guided notes kind of side by side. It's going to be tricky to just be going back and forth. So what you're going to want to do is actually, if you can print them, even if you can print them, well, print them, but I think you'd have to download them first. So download them first, whether you can print them or not. If you can print them, print them. If not, you have to download them first, which I already did. And then when you download them, they're going to look like this. Right here it is. And you'll print all these pages. Later, I'll put a how-to video so you won't have to print so many pages. This one has 13 pages. Okay. So this is on a separate tab. See, it's separate and I can move it. Again, if you can print it, go ahead and print it. This is going to be one way to do it. You print them and you'll have a hard copy of the notes on the side. And then you go ahead and you start the course in Edgenuity. If you don't have a printer, you can still do this, right? You have it like this. You're still going to download them. Then you are going to, right, it was like this. The window was open like this. You minimize the window, right? Because you're not printing unless you just minimize the window right there. And then you can move this around freely. See, we're going to do it split screen. You're going to have the guided notes on one half of the screen here, and you're going to have the course and the Edgenuity running on this side. But this is taking up a lot of space, so what you can do is see these plus and minus signs. We can make it just a little bit smaller and kind of move it over, yeah? So if you printed them, you have them off to the side. You don't need to do this. But if you don't want to print them and you want to just have it here on the computer, this is what you want to do. Okay, now, right, so I'm here, or you were still there. Actually, I should have stayed there. Right, I'm here. This is where we download them. Now we can go to Edgenuity and start the course. through Edgenuity, right? All the work, you're going to click in here to Edgenuity Secondary. When you click on there, this is where your work is. It's going to look like this for you. The login's going to look like this, right? For students. You're going to sign in. To Edgenuity. So you want to have the notes ready to go. And then you're going to go to your course and start the course, right? So here it is, Summer 2020, Geometry A, Mr. Aviles. Okay, you're going to click into the course. So, right, so those of you that started the first day, here was the first day. And for each day, you don't just do this. And by the way, ignore these dates. These dates are not correct, right? Because I haven't put all the material in. The first day, you're doing this one, and you're doing the warm-up, the instruction, the summary, the assignment, and the quiz. That's one day. Then the next day, you're doing, see this next one. The next one's defining terms, the next section. Each day, you have these assignments, and you have a quiz at the end, see? And then the third day, see, it's right here in purple, measuring lengths and angles. Now, it is true they did show you that if you hit this plus sign, you'll get the guided notes, right? But see, they're blank. These are the blank ones, and then you can't click in here and write on them. And then later you're not going to be able to come back when you need to use them. That's why I want you to either print it out, have a hard copy, or have them side by side. So we have the course open. We're ready to start, but how am I going to go my guided notes? Well, remember we put them on half of the screen. Well, then I'm going to minimize this one. See, here you minimize this window, and I can kind of shrink it and move it. See, we want to have it right about there. And you see here it says Euclidean Geometry. That's the section of the day. This is the guided notes for Euclidean Geometry. And you see how this is the first one's warm-up? It's warm-up. And if I scroll down, see this, the first two pages say warm-up, warm-up. The next one says what? Instruction. See, it's instruction. They mirror each other. It's already doing all the notes for you. You don't have to copy any information. It's here for you already. Okay? But you still have to go through this course and look at the information so you can learn and understand what all this is, what all this definitions and everything they're talking about. So, let's say, for example, if I go here to instruction, let's say I'm over here somewhere in instruction and I'm on, see this says 6 of 14, that means you're on slide 6. So that was an instruction, that means I go down to what? Instructions. See, here's the slide. It tells you what slide. I'm not in slide 2. Actually, if I go to slide 2, what does it say here? Euclidean Geometry. What does it say here? Euclidean Geometry. It says postulates and theorems. And here it says Euclid, who lived around 330 BC. And it says right here, Euclid, who lived around 330 BC. And then here it says postulates, definition, theorem, and then see postulate. It goes hand in hand. So the notes are already pretty much done for you. You just have to kind of follow along. Okay, and if I go to slide what? Which one did I say? No, not that one. Well, I'll go there. Slide 4. See, that still start slide 2. Sometimes, see, like slide 3 is not there. That's because sometimes they have a little video or a little quiz they give you, so it doesn't have a slide. But just for the notes, they'll have a slide. So I'm on slide what? 4 here. So if I go to slide 4, what does it say? Undefinable notions. What does it say here? Undefinable notions. And they're going to be explaining this, what's going to be happening here, which is actually going to come down to here, right? Point, line, and plane, and point, line, and plane. Okay, and if I go to slide 6, and as he starts talking and explaining, make sure you're on slide what? Not 4. Oh, there it is, slide 6. Instruction, what does it say? Analyzing the meaning of distance. See, analyzing the meaning of distance. And then he's going to explain it here, and you're going to probably follow along and write. Hopefully you can write and you have a hard copy. And there it is. Okay, so the guided notes, remember later when you have to take do the assignment and they ask you something about the information that was presented, you don't have to go back and watch the videos. Or same thing when you're taking the quiz, you don't have to go back and try to find how to do it on the videos. You can just look at your guided notes and scroll through there. Okay? All right. So, what was the first option? The first option is you download them, you download them and you print them, right? That was the first option, and you have a hard copy. You don't have to do the split window. Second option, you still download it, and then you minimize it, you shrink your window, right? Shrink the window, use these plus and minus arrows to, oh, that's too little bit. And then you scroll it over. And then as you go through the course for Edgenuity, as I start here, I'm ready with the guided notes on the side and you're following along. Okay? There it is. This is going to be a lot of help for you. All right, there you go. I'm trying to make it really, really easy for you. And you're going to see that those are so useful. Okay, good luck with it. The last thing that I can recommend is that you actually, if you don't want to do the split screen and all that, you can actually do what? Remember when you downloaded these or when you had these? Well, you can actually do what? You can actually just get your phone. If you want to use your phone, you could take a picture of each of the slides. You could take a picture of each of the slides, with your phone. Take a picture of each of the slides. And then what? And then I can watch this. I can watch and use the screen here and watch the instruction here. And then you'll have the guided notes on your phone and just follow that way as well. Okay? There you go. Good luck. And I'm here to help you through the course. There you go.